everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Gura was a female English VTuber associated with Hololive. She's one that a lot of people in the EN space already know about. She was shooting star in the whole thing. She blew up quickly. She got to 4 million before she ended up graduating. I think a bit over 4 million before she ended up graduating from the agency. She is now considered an alumni of the whole thing. They didn't delete anything. They kept most of everything up, if I'm not mistaken. And they wish that she was back. A lot of people wish that she was back, but she's off doing her own things as nekozawa. What we're talking about today is related to this place, the Period Tracker, the website that got notoriety, rightfully so, for what people were putting on there. Luckily now they do have a way to remove it for agencies and other things like that. They have a way to remove yourself from there if you really want to, and I'm glad they do have that because we have people like this. Has anyone seen this S? This is on the Period Tracker website, and let me just read it here because it's a little bit bigger than I would see it on the website. I'll show you the website in a little bit. The moment that Gura felt her menstruation coming out, you can see her looking down, checking her crotch. Here she says might need to then positive pupils to show she's rapidly looking in random directions instead of looking at listener. This indicates embarrassment that her brain is trying to come up with a false excuse to leave. Here she says pee in a monotone way, indicates she wasn't sure about her choice of words. Man, people can be creepy. It's different than being like, oh, they said the funny haha thing. This is kind of a over the top way of saying things, I guess. Send us just an excuse. Gura uses I should probably instead of I have to. He says there was an urgency and a necessity, like someone who really needs to pee. After that, leaves for about 145 minutes. Females can actually urinate faster than males. Even without a full bladder, they should take about 20 seconds. This person, holy moly. Why do you know that? How would you know that? Without being too creepy? What the heck? And it's finished about 15 to what? Oh god. This person's going into full autistic detail. Holy moly. As an autistic person, this is too much detail. Too much detail. A few more seconds to wash their hands. The whole process should not take more than 60 seconds, considering the toilet is very close. They felt the necessity to avoid any possible noises and loud technical issues, etc. like that. I believe consent. I think VTubers should be able to opt out, and I think they are able to opt out now, being part of the avu.moe. Guy made this, could have literally done anything else in his life to think about that. It's autism, obsession, or both. It's not autism, because oh boy, I'm autistic. Never once thought about these things. Never once thought about chronicling these things. Never once thought about getting like specific timestamps for these types of things. It never once crossed my mind to even think about these things. It's an obsession. It's a very parasocial obsession. A very nasty obsession. Here we go with it actually on her avu.moe thing with Hololive English and the supposed dates when she is either ovulating or otherwise. This is why people like Bonnie Barkswell went on stream to tell people what it actually means, because there are people who have a lot of bad information and also a lot of people who do this type of thing. This is beyond creepy, and it goes unhealthy invasion of privacy. It's not illegal. Stupid BS man. I wish men bled out of their butts every 3 weeks. Obsession seems like they had a conclusion in their mind and they try to find something that fit. Autism doesn't work like that. I know because I'm autistic too. It doesn't work like that. Autism can't regulate the stimulation they get, so they develop systems to help parse the noise. Doesn't mean they're always right, but it does make their perversion so sterile and clinical it almost doesn't pass as a perversion. It becomes mechanical. I don't know about perversions, but any kind of, as an autistic person, any focuses that we have, any things like that, we make it very monotone and very robotic. Anything. It could be about robotics. It can be about like what it is for me, history, or other things like that. Any big things like that become very, very robotic. So yeah, it's like people not like being angry. There's some actual schizo posts, not comedy. Usually if you want to make an absurd post, you add emojis, go on some insane tangent, usually about being pregnant or other holomems, and you even forget what you were talking about in the first place. And yeah, it's avi.moe. Thanks, I want to vomit up my whole button, my whole butt now. But the F, interesting analysis, but much of it can just Occam razor away with simpler explanation of Gura just being an inherently awkward person. Schizophrenic is stalking, listen and learn. Please don't. Bro, with that type of talent, you can get a job, make some money, get a girl to date you, and monitor her period as much as you want. Yeah, it's different if you're in a relationship and she wants you to do that. But just from random person, this is freaking creepy. This is what people were fearing that was going to happen. That people were going to be creepy like this. This is the fear that people had, rightfully so. And this person just made it worse for everybody. But I really do hope this person gets some help. Because, like as Kyla says, get some help. In this case, this person needs it. Find another thing to be obsessed about other than the periods and ovulations of a VTuber to this extent. You could do haha, hee hee, which some of them have. They put emojis in there and things like that to make it haha, hee hee. But this person took it to the 1000th degree, and it's insane. Dokibird is an independent English virtual YouTuber. Debuted in 2020, retired in 2021, and came back in 2024 after certain things happened with the company she was a part of. Why are we talking about her today, though? We're talking about her today because recently she was on Twitter mentioning that weekend queues are very bad, and she went with the lot of sexist players, that type of thing. And throwers said stream on Twitch for 50 minutes to make fun of them. And there you go, people talking about their stories as well underneath there. And Kingsman is mentioned. Why is Kingsman mentioned? Because this happened. Dokibird is queuing with Kingsman right now. Well, at the point that this was made on January 31st, they queued with Kingsman on the whole queue that happens inside of Marvel Rivals. Who is Kingsman? Kingsman is this streamer here who was screwed over in a 40k tournament without Warhammer 40k, but a 40k tournament for Marvel Rivals, where the teammates deemed him toxic because he was trying to strategize and win. Someone was playing Black Widow. They were really bad at Black Widow. They played a couple scrims and stuff like that with Black Widow, and they were found to be really bad. He really wanted to win. He even told them, he has bills to pay. He's in college, and he really needs the money, his share of the money, to help him pay some stuff off and make sure that he's good. And unfortunately, the team that he was on was extremely toxic to him. What they did is that they muted in the Discord call, but on their stream, where there's evidence and there are actual clips of it, they were saying, how poor he is, and, just making fun of him overall. Well, the main person in the team captain, ended up having her boyfriend get him removed from the whole tournament and banned from the tournament because of supposed toxicity and things like that. And the organizer of the tournament, the person who actually did the tournament, actually went and talked to had the team captain decide whether to ban him or not. Team captain was like, yeah, ban him. So he got banned. They lost badly after he got banned because they were supposedly playing for vibes or whatever. And they got, this is a very, very, very shortened thingy of it. They lost, I think, 7 out of 8 games or something like that. That's the majority of the games that they played after he was gone. They only won one by mere chance because they were supposedly playing on vibes. And let's continue on with this, which was, what I was mentioning here. He was kicked out here. He made a video on the whole thing. That's how come we know what happened. Showing his side of the evidence. And the people who were also on his team who were making fun of him, they got destroyed in the comments. They got pretty much their whole Twitch careers or whatever have been ruined, at least in the sense of their any kind of respect they have in the community. This is what happened. This is where we were going to the actual things that have been put out here.
Not last. Let's go.
Come on then.
I didn't even realize that.
And there's Kingsman right there, one above all.
I do have something that expires today. I have something that expires. I didn't even realize. I thought it expires on the 31st, but it actually expires today.
What do we run triple?
I still have time though, guys. Don't worry. I still have time. I have like. I almost have.
I'm on strange, okay?
It's okay.
You're damage.
I'm multi, pop me,
You're blocking.
These guys died.
Nice.
We win.
Stretch one.
Point.
Oh, nice. Okay, that was a play.
I think we just do that. Okay.
So right here is one of the big things here. She played against Kingsman, as you can see there. Kingsman had 12-10 with Mantis, and she was playing Cloak and Dagger there. So that was one way that they were playing against each other. and they continued on with a victory in this situation. But it was kind of cool to see her play against Kingsman and do well.
Nice.
Let's go,
Your
baby.
pink is so cancelled. Tango we just have speed.
Yeah, I
of the
think we
kuro.
just do that
Okay,
by bro.
I
Yeah,
can carry.
yeah.
I can carry if it's low ping. Oh shit, it's 17.
No me cry.
So yeah, she was able to play against Kingsman, and that is the big thing that kind of went viral. The whole thing kind of went viral. It was a nice thing to see here that Kingsman is getting back into the game after he got screwed over by his team. I'm very glad to see this happening. Down here it says, crazy enough, other than Lithero, those two that made the download the game, mainly Doki because I've watched them for a while, but I got the Kings content recently because they went through what they went through, and they're fun to watch and give a lot of good advice on how to play stuff. It's being passed around like a blunt with every Rivals creator. I imagine they face off against Zaza and XQC together. By sheer coincidence, it'll be like watching two superheroes team up against their enemies, also working together but can't stand each other. And yeah, it got 222,000 views. This Kingsman, the one where they were actually doing things together, got a lot, 46k views. So yeah, it went viral for all the right reasons, unlike this story that went viral for the wrong reasons, in the sense of people being assholes to each other. It really does suck how people can just get stuck in their egos and do things like this. But I'm glad Kingsman is back. I'm glad Kingsman is doing his thing and entertaining the masses. We have a V-Roid for ad-free from SVA. I'm going to cry again. This is someone here. May from VGen, May GB, is doing a V-Roid for her and is a work in progress. This V-Roid has movements, has the full amount of movements with everything shown here. It's very, very well done. You can see the different poses that she has for her, and she can use this in like Warudo or VC Face or any one of those types of things there. This is so good. Saying Cyber Idol, incredible as someone who plays with V-Roid a lot. This is beautiful. Amazing work. I adore this so much. This looks incredible. You're so talented. Did you use the hair feature for the butterflies and antennas? You're too kind, and yes, I did use hair for those too. It's more cuter with the physics. Yeah, the hair physics are very interesting. May, that's so cool. I love that you managed that with the hair feature alone. People are extremely talented. There are a lot of extremely talented artists with V-Roid, a lot of extremely, which is more of a 3D program, with Blender, with all of those. I can never really do them very well. I did the minimum stuff with this. As you can see, the ears were done by someone else, and the tail was done by someone else, because I'm not great with Blender. It says that you use the hair presets and edit it, make it from scratch, because using presets and adjusting it is much more difficult for me. Find it easier to just manually edit the meshes. That is actually very cool. You're literally built different. I could never. I do modify meshes myself, but those are pre-made meshes. Those are meshes that other people have made and have done themselves. So this is a lot of work. This is for the butterflies, for the hair, for the antenna, for all that stuff, and the physics involved in it. It is a lot of hard work. Big, big ups to her for being able to do this. Tsunamaki Watame is a female Japanese VTuber associated with Hololive. She is part of Hololive's 4th generation with Kiryu Koko, Amane Kanata, who both had graduated now. Himamori Luna and Tokoyami Toa and her are the last ones that remain. The reason why I'm talking about her today is simple. Through Watame Info, we have that Watame is what day is it today. She has something called Watame Night Fever. She does this she had been doing it for very many weekends. Sometimes she's off, sometimes she's still on there. It is her moment, her karaoke, her weekly karaoke thing that she had been doing for a while, or at the very least, monthly, depending on how busy she is. It's at the very least a monthly karaoke. She's been doing it since she came out. That was her chance to, sing, because she loves singing. And now she was able to have it at the Tokyo Garden Theater. The Tokyo Garden Theater is a venue in Koto City, Tokyo, and it is a large concert venue. It can have several hundred people in there. I consider that large. And it was held on the 31st. You have a short moment where you can actually see things here. And I'm going to show you the little bit that we do have of her at the Tokyo Garden Theater. The second live that she was able to have. And the Blu-ray that's going to be coming out soon. So yeah, she was able to do all of this and have fun while doing it. This does appear to have been held on the 2024 of the 31st, 2024. This was a Blu-ray release of that. Mild correction from what I had said before. Yes, this was something that she had done a while back on the 31st in 2024. So it has been, as of this recording, over 2 years, because this is, you guys are watching this after the 31st, so it has been 2 years since she did this, and they are having a Blu-ray finally out for that moment. And like I said, she continues to do the Watame Night Fever, and she will continue to do it, as far as I know, for the foreseeable future. She just got 1 year older. As we move on to Malice Evermore, who is a VTuber who debuted on the 25th of October 2025 as part of Face Connect's Saga Generation. Now it is fully done with Nitya, Anya is finally there, Wilhelmina Frost, Sinon, and BB Biscuit being the ones that round up the whole thing. It's great to see that all of them are together, and she has done birthday, of course, merch as well. The Dakimakura, as you can tell, is a spicy one, which is good for the people who wanted a spicy Dakimakura. It's my birthday. Join my birthday party. There will be Zatsu and karaoke, plus I have cool announcements, and this is what we're going to be taking a look at here. Malice has a lot of fun things here.
Sakito, thank you for the super. Skipping the tutorial with this one, that's true, but you're doing so good. You're all doing so good. So, 大丈夫そうだね.
And here is
my mama draws very
the Daki. There's the full Daki, front and back side. Can't show it too long.
Thank you so much for the super.
But here's other things here. The play mat, which is like your desk mat.
Apps.
You have voice packs. You have the full set here with tea, the teacup part, the keychain, acrylic keychain,
okay.
and the spicy Dakimakura.
The shop page says it's 8 minutes 07. Oh, okay, yeah.
And she shows her feet, of course, for free. Feet for free. Well, yes, feet for free.
Leak Shop, thank you so much for the for joining the Malice Stock. Okay.
So let's take a look at more stuff she has here.
For cleaning, I only vacuum. Yeah. Okay, if it starts.
And she starts drawing stuff too, which is funny. But yeah, she continues to do her stuff here.
Because her template was so good and so automated. And then, but yeah. I just wanted to mention that I actually really wanted to call in to AV Senpai's birthday.
Let's see when she actually sings. I think she sings around here. Yep, there she is.
Times as I blink, I'll think of you. My favorite recession song. Baby, let's go, cause we go rock this club. And weekend, Friday.
It's even saying Friday for F's sake.
Bisexual.
So she sang a lot of stuff, and it seemed to have been a very fun one for the community. A big happy birthday to Malice. Ninomai Inanis is a VTuber with Hololive English Myth. She is someone who is having a specific album coming out soon, and during a recent Just Doodling, she called out not necessarily Hololive like upper management, but middle management, people in charge of the inter-company communication for that said project that she was trying to get done. Let's listen to this. And this is one of the things that I will say. Hololive did not have her remove her comments, did not have her private the stream. So at the very least, they are letting people communicate, and people communicate their dissatisfaction with the whole thing.
Not much, other than the fact that the whole EP shenanigans that happened. Well, I won't mention too much because what should I say? I have a lot to say, but let's just say that things did not turn out the way they were supposed to go that far. But you know what? It's gonna be the process from now on.
So there's some processes that had a problem, like intercompany communication. Whoever was in charge with that, she has issues with.
Big thank you to Chaimane for.
And it's not her direct supervisor, not her direct manager. The direct manager tried to do everything possible to speed things along, but whoever was in charge of that.
Blunt of my comments. I'm sure she has filtered them well to relate to management.
So yeah, she has
I always
issues
feel bad
here.
because like whenever something goes wrong and I have some strong words to say, I'm just like, Mai-chan, this is not meant for you, okay? This is meant for the other person on the relay of communication. Tunnel vision almost, and you always just only focus on everything that went wrong. But you know, over time, you know, of course I still had that moment where it's just like a couple minutes of but then, you know, President Ina is able to, you know, step back and be like, okay, this happened, nothing's gonna change, there's no time machine, what can we, and I made like a list of things to cover.
Oh, good. Good.
Because we're gonna be having a meeting about it and stuff. So stuff like I made lists of stuff
Hopefully
that I
things
want
get fixed.
clarified, and like stuff that I had questions about, and that, you know, yeah, is a bigger problem than it happening once. So, you know, yeah, it happened a little too often. Well, part of me always think of it as growing pains in a way, where, you know, Cover is a growing company and they've increased a lot of employees over a short amount of time as
I
well.
can see that.
And it's a growth pain that I think any company, no matter what company, would face, structure-wise, communication-wise. But I guess the important part is, where do you go from there? How do you deal with the growing pain when it occurs, you know?
True.
It is my job to sort things out with them, you know? So your assignment from me, well, not from me, but your assignment as my fans is that I hope you look forward to the content I create and you enjoy it.
And let's go with the reaction that people are having, which is down here. Middle management. It's always middle management. This person's right. Middle management is the hell of an organization. Upper management only knows what middle management tells them a lot of times. Things get lost in the sauce with them. The direct supervisors or direct managers of the talents are a lot of times fighting with middle management to get things done. It is not a first time that's happened with the Hololive. It's not the second time. It is something that does need to get fixed. I am glad that, like I said, at the very least, Ina was not told to remove these comments. Ina was not told to private her stream. She has not privated her stream. The stream was days ago, like days before I'm doing this, or at least before you're seeing this. It has not been privated. So they feel that these comments, these criticisms are constructive, and they do not want to silence it. I am glad that that is one thing that's going on. They need to streamline standard operating procedures. They do, or improving communication channels will take time before you start seeing actual improvements. Respect that she makes sure not to let this spill over onto the company images and colleagues. Similar to other talents and theirs had departed, Holo had a strong internal culture about public image through good hiring choices, training, corporate culture, etc. But they're failing with middle management. Now, that is hard to deal with if you don't know that things are going on. Upper management, a lot of times, is very disconnected with what is happening within the company. They are dealing with the investors. They are dealing with higher end stuff. And that's why they leave middle managers to deal with everything below. And that is a problem when middle managers don't know what the hell they're doing, or they're taking too many liberties, etc., as it seemed to have been here, which caused an issue where Ina was not able to get her project through properly in time or with any kind of expediency. I hope that things do get fixed. I will give them the benefit of the doubt, as I do with most agencies, as long as things get fixed, as long as people do not get hit for criticizing. It's just, I'm getting pelted. I'm getting freaking pelted. I'm getting destroyed because I'm talking about churning butter in people's a-holes and making them twerk to mix peanut butter and chocolate in each of their cheeks. What's wrong with that? The world has gotten twisted. Why can't a man dream? Why can't a man just dream of these things? Doesn't have to happen, but a man can dream. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.